What's up? For the folks who see this on YouTube as soon as it starts. Oh man. I'm putting juice on here. Oh no, it's not family friendly. What's up, guys? What's up? YouTube's like, oh, it's not family friendly. The only people who watch YouTube are 12-year-olds, and we have to treat them that way. No. The 12-year-olds of today are the 22-year-olds of yesterday. It's crazy how fast people grow. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Got my phone back. Well, I actually ended up having to get a new phone, but it doesn't matter. I got the red, the product red edition of the iPhone 7, which I'm really kind of digging. You think Watchmen are part of... Yeah, I definitely think Watchmen are part of Rebirth. Never thought about doing Dynamite Comics, but I definitely think that the Watchmen are going to be part of DC Rebirth. I mean, it'll be cool to see them. Like, I'm hoping we get, like, the Watchmen versus the Justice League. I think that would be pretty solid, but... No, I didn't watch the NFL draft. I'm not an NFL draft kind of guy. Not really my thing, but... Vape Nation, nudes at 1 million. Not going to do that, but... What's my favorite worst superhero? Definitely Bailey Hoskins. Bailey Hoskins is the worst superhero. My videos rock. I appreciate it. More Aliens comics for the win. Yeah, this coming week is all going to be Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. But then next week we go back to our regular schedule. So that's usually what I do. Like whenever like a major movie comes out or something like that, like all my regular stuff just gets put on hold. You know, just for the week. Because I mean, you know, why would I do Aliens when Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out? You know, that's kind of a weird situation to take. But opinions on Multiversity? I liked Multiversity. I thought it was a pretty cool story. So we need some likes, by the way, guys. I want to see some thumbs up. Want to be seeing some likes, peeps. Am I going to do the button? Yes, I'm definitely going to do the button. Rob, you my dude. I appreciate it. What I'm thinking about doing is wait until we get about 2 weeks into the button, like next week, just start going through all the individual comics. Like, I think I might do that. Just do them individually because it's 4 issues and it's spanned over 4 weeks. So it's 1 issue a week. But how do I read this? As best I can. What's my favorite Flash? Definitely Barry Allen, I think. Barry Allen's definitely my favorite one. Let's see. Please explain your idea of how to end Secret Empire. I don't know. If it hadn't already been done, like if it hadn't been done before, I would have killed Captain America. I would have killed him off. But you can't really do that. You can't do that gag. You got to redo it again. So, the button got delayed? No, it didn't. The button didn't get delayed. Let's see. The button delayed. Let's see. Damn it. Flash number 22 got delayed. Well, it's a good thing that we're not doing it right off the bat then. Wow. Wow, it was pushed back a week. Damn, that sucks. Well, that's no good. Oh well. That kind of sucks. But that's par for the course. It's just the way it works. So, will I do more Ultron stories? Yeah, probably. I mean, Ultron doesn't pop up very often though. So, you know, wouldn't really see a reason. But, Rob, when am I going to do Ultimates 2? Actually, on the schedule, I have... when do I have Ultimates 2 scheduled? I thought I recorded Ultimates 2. Did I? I thought I recorded it. I have it on my desktop. Let's see. Let's sort by... Yes, I have Ultimates 2 Volume 1 recorded. That one can probably go up... Well, what time is it now? That's 7 o'clock. Shit. I was going to say, that could go up this weekend. It could go up now, but it's too late for that. We'll do that one next Thursday. We'll do Ultimates 2, Volume 1. There we go. All right, now it's slated. I knew I recorded it because it basically goes through and redoes the origin of the universe. But I was like, surely I recorded Ultimates 2. Okay, well, that's cool because now that means we have videos recorded for next week, or a video recorded for next week. Which, by the way, this week we're like I said, we're leaving out like Superior Spider-Man. We're doing We're doing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, which is when Iron Man joins the team. Then we're doing Angela. For the people who kept asking about like Angela, how like Thor's sister ended up in the Marvel Universe, Angela from Spawn, we're going to cover that. That comes out tomorrow. And then we're doing Guardians of the Galaxy Disassembled, and then I'm debating on doing Black Vortex. Black Vortex was okay. I didn't really care for Black Vortex too much, but maybe we'll do Black Vortex. And then we're going to do How to Kill Guardians of the Galaxy. Then we're going to do the story where Groot fought Hulk, which is an amazing story. And then we're going to do the whole Planet Symbiote and all that kind of stuff, do the Looking Glass, all the way up to like the modern day Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's literally all Guardians of the Galaxy stuff this week. So with a few kind of weird stories peppered in. But yes, I have read the Injustice 2 comics, and I definitely dig the Injustice 2 comics. No, I'm not gay. Anybody who knows me knows that like my celebrity crush is most definitely Candace Patton. I'm man, Candace Patton. She's a beautiful woman. I can't believe I just said that on YouTube. Anyway, am I going to do any more Walking Dead anytime soon? I'm waiting for the current story arc to finish, which I think it just wrapped up. But, I mean, I'll probably do it when the show comes back, to be honest, just because of the fact that it's just like... Candace Patton is the one who plays Iris West on The Flash. She's a beautiful woman. Let's see. Yo, dog, you look like my brother. Oh, okay. If you guys are going to troll me and you want your comments to get to the top when you're trolling me, then use Super Chat, because then I'll see your troll comments more than I'm seeing them right now, which isn't very often. So, let's see. Do I like Bucky? I think Bucky's a great character. I think Thunderbolts is kind of weird. I think Thunderbolts has just kind of been floating around. Hasn't really been doing a whole lot, but, you know, I kind of dig Bucky. So, yeah, I feel like everybody has a crush on Candace Patton. Oh, man. I need to be in the MCU? I wish. Like, I wish I would be in the MCU. That would be awesome. Am I going to the midnight showing of Guardians? Yes, I'm going to the midnight showing of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going Thursday, and then my sister and I are going on Friday. But I'm taking my editor with me on Thursday, so that's gonna be pretty cool. So, if Barry dies, does the Speed Force die? Not to my knowledge. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just he created the Speed Force, and it's just there now. Like, he really can't stop it. So. Does Peter Quill have powers in the comics? No, Peter Quill does not have powers in the comics. I feel like this is going to turn into a Q&A about Guardians of the Galaxy, so that's fine if you guys want to do that. I don't have any problem with that. But yeah, I figured it's already out in the UK. Let's see. Did I say I would cover what? I didn't catch that last part. Am I a Power Rangers fan? Yes, I grew up watching the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. As far as I'm concerned, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are like the only good ones, but you know, still, I know a lot of people love the modern day Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, yeah, this chat is going crazy. How long before another Rick and Morty? Again, that'll be next week when we get back to our regular stuff. So, I guess I probably should put Rick and Morty down there, but we missed out Valiant Comics last week. And we're not doing it this week, just because of the fact that it's, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy. So we're gonna do another Aliens. We'll do Aliens, Aliens Volume 2. We'll do Nightmare Asylum. Nightmare Asylum's cool. That's where the alien outbreak happens on Earth. It's really, really cool. It's a really cool story. So, my man, my son Rob going live now. I'm your son? Well, that's kind of weird. I didn't know that. But, Living Tribunal versus Lucifer Morningstar. I mean, you're talking about levels of power that are just insane. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I feel like Injustice did the best job of having like people with insane reality warping powers facing off, because like Trigon and Mr. Mxyzptlk went against each other, and it basically rendered reality asunder. They basically just had to kind of send him off to like nothingness in order to save things. So honestly, at that point, you're just talking about power that's so extreme that, you know, send things spiraling out of control. What's my favorite Batman comic? I don't know if I'll do anything on the Sentinel Nimrod, unless he comes back, then it would be cool. My favorite Batman comic is probably Court of Owls. I think that's the coolest thing, because it introduces the idea that there's a group operating out of Gotham that Batman never knew about. And that right there is just downright crazy. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see. When will I finish Infinity War? Next week or next year. All right, you guys want to hear something cool? You guys want to see something cool? Hopefully, you guys don't run off when I tell you this. But check this out. Okay, so we have Spider-Man going, right? We have Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is slated to run until, oh shit, I deleted all those by accident. That one's going to run until at least like August, roughly, maybe a little bit less. But it'll basically run the month of the movie, and then we should be done shortly after that, like within a week of July, whether it's the end or the beginning of August. I don't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, then we get into Thor, and we do all the Thor stuff. So Thor is going to be a pretty lengthy series. Thor, well, that was not going to be super long. That was going to be about as long as Spider-Man. But the Thanos whole thing, because what we're going to do is we're going to start with the origin of Thanos, and then we're going to run all the way up until the modern day, which I need to add in a couple things in there. But we're doing the origin of Thanos, and then the whole Cosmic Cube storyline. So that's like when he first appears, he fights Iron Man when he tries to get the Cosmic Cube, and then we'll do like Thanos Quest, and then Infinity Gauntlet. We're going to redo all of Infinity Gauntlet, and then the Aftermath. What flavor is my vape? Stranger X9. What flavor is my vape? Also, have you ever seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? It's so dope. Thank you, Stranger X9, for $5. I've never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I don't know that I want to because I heard it's really weird. And the flavor of my vape is called Night Shift by Velvet Cloud Vapor. So, let's see. What in the world? Oh, okay, there we go. For some reason, it wasn't loading up all the way. It was kind of weird. It was holding on. Anyway, so we're doing all that stuff. Then we're doing Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, Infinity Crusade, Cosmic Powers where Thanos just like fights everybody in the cosmos, War of Kings, Annihilation Conquest, Realm of Kings. I mean, all that stuff going all the way to Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers. So we're covering a lot of stuff. That is going to be about 80 weeks, 91 weeks worth of stuff. Although we can leave out Fantastic Four. We don't need to redo Fantastic Four. But we do need to cover Doom War. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. We could probably leave out Doom War now that I think about it. Let's see. Benny hit me up. He's like, hey man, you got $20,000? That's money in the dresser drawer, right? And I was like, really, man? Is that what you're hitting me up with? All right. Benny's harassing me. Anyway, okay, so back to your all's questions. Sorry. I've never read 2000 AD. So, Final Crisis, I'm probably not going to do Final Crisis. Final Crisis is crazy. What about Infinity War? Yes, Infinity War is next year. Will I ever do Red Daughter of Krypton? Are you talking about the one where Supergirl becomes a Red Lantern? God, Benny. That's my phone in LA. Is that the one that you're talking about where she becomes a Red Lantern? Maybe. I'm not really sure. I mean, that's really more of like a Supergirl storyline than anything else. So, Jared Bagley. How relevant is Quasar and Sentry to the current Marvel story arcs? Not relevant at all. Quasar and Sentry are virtually non-existent in the current Marvel line of stories, which is kind of disappointing. The only thing we've seen about the Sentry in Marvel Comics recently has been when he was in Contest of Champions, and that was it. And then, yeah, that was about it. And then Quasar's there, but it's like a new version of Quasar, and we have no idea what's going to go on with her character, so I have no clue. She's just kind of there. I mean, really, I think the days of like the Marvel cosmology were kind of at their height during like Annihilation Conquest, Thanos Imperative, Guardians of the Galaxy, that kind of stuff. I think like the days of Marvel's cosmology being insane are kind of gone now. So, what rings has Hal Jordan worn? I think he's worn them all. Let's see. Origin of Groot. We should probably do that. I mean, Groot does have an origin. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, it's a backup feature, but he does have he does have an origin. So, I don't know. Maybe. All right. Isn't the Collector important in the MCU? Why haven't I done a video on him? Because all he's done is just collected stuff. I mean, he hasn't played like a major role yet. There is Grandmaster though, which I might do an origin. Does Grandmaster have an origin? Let's see. Marvel. I don't think Grandmaster has like an origin per se. I don't think any of the Guardians of the Universe or Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, shit. I don't think any of the Elders of the Universe have origins. I think he was just there one day. So, yeah, I'm gonna do more Walking Dead comics when the show comes back. Let's see. Would I ever explain manga? Probably not. But Damien, no. Any expectation or hopes for Batman Metal? I don't know. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about it. I mean, I know it's there, and I know that they were telling me about it on the podcast. I know it's supposed to be like its own imprint. I think Batman Metal. If Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo are being given their own imprint for Batman, I think one of the biggest issues with All-Star Batman is this felt so far removed from everything that's going on. Which is kind of good and kind of bad. I mean, it's good because it's basically self-contained, but it's kind of bad because you feel so isolated from like all the crazy stuff that's leading up to like the reveal of the Watchmen. So that's kind of an issue. But I don't know. I mean, I'll read it. I mean, I think it'll be kind of cool because their work on their work on Batman during the New 52 is absolutely insane. Wow, Trevor Dunn, $20. Thank you. Hey Rob, I love your channel. Think you can cover more Spawn? I also want a Rob Core ring. There's so many indie comics that I'm covering at the moment. I don't know. I mean, Spawn's kind of an ongoing series, so maybe once we're done, I don't know if we'll ever really be done covering Valiant, but I mean, we might be able to do it somewhere along the line. Maybe I'll just kind of pepper in Spawn stories every once in a while. I'm not 100% sure, but a Rob Core ring is something that we're actually building up to. We're building up to the release of a Rob Core ring in the Ultimate Recap series. So if you guys don't know about Ultimate Recap, myself, Benny, Caitlin, and I guess Dylan in the back end, he's the editor. We're doing this ongoing story, and I think Sal's in it now too. We're doing this ongoing story where we basically have me leading up to getting a Rob Core ring. So that's going to be kind of fun. I think it'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, X-Men Legacy Quest trilogy. I don't think I ever read that. So, How to Kill Dr. Manhattan. That will come out probably when Dr. Manhattan makes his first official appearance in DC Comics. So, am I watching Samurai Jack? I was, but I kind of lost interest in it. Hey Rob. Oh, Jonathan Gibson. Hey Rob. That sounds like an American name, Jonathan Gibson. That's cool. Hey Rob. Fan from the UK. Since my Civil War II videos or Civil War videos. Holy cow, you've been here a long time. Are you still working out like a champ? And can you teleport through the shield in Secret Empire? I have. Yeah, I've got my treadmill over there, and I've got my gym set in the bedroom. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe I'm not working out as hard as I should, but as far as I know, you cannot teleport through the shield, but that is a question to ask, because right now the shield just popped up, so we don't really know the full extent of its strengths and weaknesses. I'm sure that it'll be addressed by Nick Spencer, but right now, I don't think there's anybody stuck out of the shield who can teleport. Everybody's stuck in, everybody who can teleport is inside the shield. So, Jared Bagley. Have you read the prototype comics by Dark Horse? Also, why did Marvel stop Anti-Venom? Marvel stopped Anti-Venom to make the way for Agent Venom, because they were just kind of progressing through the Venom characters. So, I don't know. And what was the other question? Oh, no. I haven't read Prototype. I've never even heard of Prototype. I guess maybe I should check it out. Is it based on the game? Based on like the Prototype game? Because I never played those games either. Link123A. Love your channel. Most of my subscribed channels are hurting due to YouTube boycott. Has it affected you? Not really. The YouTube ad boycott isn't really doing anything to me. It's not significant in any major way. At least not for me anyway. Paulo Andre Arajo Diaz. Just donated $20. All right, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Paulo. You didn't say anything, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if you meant to say something. All right, I want to make sure I'm answering questions from some of you guys who aren't using Super Chat. I don't want you to feel left out. Do I think Bruce Banner will come back in Secret Empire? No, but I think he'll come back in Generations. I think that will definitely happen. How do you feel about the Titans live action show and Jeff Johns being a writer and maybe an executive producer? I have full faith in Jeff Johns. The fact that he's going to be a writer, I think is going to make the show all the better. The question comes into play in terms of how much they're going to follow his script. It's one thing for him to write it, it's another for somebody to come along and just edit the hell out of it so that it doesn't look like anything he originally wrote. So I have no idea. America Chavez is outside the shield, and she should be able to get back in. That would be the question, or does it block any use of magic? Like, does it block the ability for anybody to create portals inside the Earth? Because that would be the question to ask. I mean, it's one thing for her to be able to make portals. It's another for her to be able to make portals in Earth. So that is a question that I don't know. Mario, when are you doing a video on the Button storyline? We need your view on it. Please talk about it now. The Button storyline will come out when it finishes, especially because it's apparently been delayed. So it's only 4 issues. So, I mean, we have, 4 or 5 weeks, and it won't be anything too terrible. But that works out. Winter donated $2. Thank you. Favorite Guardians of the Galaxy character? Groot. I love Groot's character. I am Groot. So, like, it's just funny because it's like he says it in like totally inappropriate places, like things where you would expect an in-depth conversation. He's just like, I am Groot. But like somehow Rocket Raccoon always understands him, and it's just kind of funny to me. It's just one of those funny things. But hey Rob, would you ever write your own comic? I've thought about it before. If I were going to write a comic, I'd want to write a Batman comic, to be honest. But I've thought about it. I thought about writing like an original graphic novel where Batman gets the Blue Lantern ring. That I think would be kind of cool. What's the best thing to come out of DC Rebirth? Everything is the best thing to come out of DC Rebirth. I think Action Comics is probably the best. But someone has your phone and is posting on Twitter. No, I was messing around with you guys. That's me. I've got everything's all copacetic. It's cool. What did me and Nick Spencer talk about? I just really showered him in praise about how awesome I thought his writing was. I was just like, dude, you've got some of the best. Like, I think people are going to say, is this some of the best Captain America work in a long time? Like, I definitely dig what's going on. Let's see. Am I going to do Rune King Thor? Yes, we're going to cover that once we go through our Thor stuff. That's really part of Ragnarok more than anything else. And it's only for like 2 pages that it happens. So there's not like a whole great big huge in-depth thing about Rune King Thor. But anyway, how come I didn't cover game comics like Mortal Kombat characters? Never really had an interest in doing Mortal Kombat comics. It just wasn't really my thing. I never really got into it. So I never really saw a reason to cover it. Let's see. Do you think you can cover all of the Watchmen stuff in time? Well, that's what I'm kind of debating on is one, how's the Button going to turn out? If the Button's going to turn out, then it's basically just like, hey, the Watchmen are there, then we'll do some Watchmen stuff. If it's just the Button and it's just like, like they call themselves the Watchmen, then maybe I don't know. I mean, we will. Let's just what they do at the end of the Button will determine how fast I cover Watchmen stuff. I mean, in truth, we can cover like all 12 issues of the Watchmen in 2 videos. We can do that in 1 day. It's just a matter of when I'm going to do that. So. Can I do a Kyle Rayner video? Well, I thought about that when I was going through Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. I thought about doing like a Kyle Rayner video, but I kind of felt like with what he did with like Ion the Torchbearer and like Ion the Dying Flame or whatever it is, I kind of figured like that's really all we need with Kyle Rayner. So I kind of name a title that should be. No, I'm not going to do that. But no, I kind of figured that's like all the stuff that we would talk about with Kyle Rayner that matters is all covered in Jeff Johns' run. So I figured if we're going to do Jeff Johns' run anyway, then we might as well just, I mean, it'll cover all the Kyle Rayner stuff. So what would be my dream crossover event? The Justice League versus the Watchmen. That would be my dream crossover event. Or like Dr. Manhattan goes awry, and it's like the Justice League team up with the Watchmen to take out Dr. Manhattan. I mean, that I think would be kind of cool. But let's see. New Injustice videos. We're waiting for the story to finish before we jump, or waiting for like the first arc to finish before we jump into Injustice. Do I like Red Hood? Yes, I love Red Hood. Have I read the all-new Spider-Man run? Yes, I assume you're talking about all-new, all different Marvel? Yes, I've read Worldwide and like Dead No More, Cloak Conspiracy, all that kind of stuff. So, let's see. Origin of Power... No, we're not... Origin of Power Girls Rest. We're not doing that. Can Shadow... Oh, this comes from the Spider-Works. Can Shadow get Wolverine out of the adamantium statue? Or can Shadow Cat get Wolverine out of the adamantium statue? Maybe. I don't know. The only issue with her doing that is, historically speaking, Shadow Cat, if she were to reach in and grab him, she can't grab objects while she's tangible or while she's intangible. And if she makes herself tangible, she'll have her hand cut off. So just because of the fact that she'll become tangible and the adamantium will just cut right through her. So I don't see how that's a possibility. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why it hasn't been done so far. So now whether or not Marvel thought of that, I have no idea, but that's probably why it hasn't been done so far. So who is Savitar? I think Savitar is Wally West from the future. I think it's an evil Wally West. Let's see. Rob, How to Kill Dr. Fate episode, please. Yes, we'll probably do that somewhere along the line. just for the sake of it. So, am I hiring interns? No, I'm not hiring interns. The origin of Adam Warlock. I thought we had that. Did we have a video on the origin of Adam Warlock? I feel like that was a video that we made. I thought it was. One that I recorded. That's Injustice Origins. Maybe it's one that I recorded but didn't do anything with. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I recorded it but didn't do anything with it. Which means that I still have it on my computer, but, you know. Let's see. Will you do IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Maybe. I'm not really sure. I never really got into the Ninja Turtles comics, so never really had a reason to read them. Let's see. Constantine versus Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. He's just wildly powerful. I think he's beyond anything Constantine can do. Doctor Strange can warp reality. I'm pretty sure Constantine can't do that. So, let's see. Hold on, there we go. What am I going to do Infinity War Part 2? Next year when we do our Cosmic Stories. Let's see. What is... You had no or comics of him for a background? What? Like, I don't... My videos, somebody's like, your videos are the shit! I appreciate that. I appreciate that comment. Oh, man. Would I want to see an Original Sin movie? I would, but I feel like killing the Watcher is not really impactful. It really wasn't even impactful then. It was more or less just like, I wonder who killed him, you know, and that was it. I mean, I didn't really care about any of the other subplots. Like, I didn't care about the Kingdom of Midas coming back or anything. It didn't matter to me. But, yeah, no, I don't think it'd be impactful enough because we don't really know much about him and haven't seen enough of him yet. So, yeah, I read the first arc of the new Punisher series and I couldn't really get into it. So I didn't really, you know, I didn't really dig it too much. Let's see. People are like, Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead. Let's see. I have no idea why everybody's writing in caps. Let's see. The Orb. I didn't care about the Orb. That was the weirdest reveal when it turned out the Orb was behind it all. I was like, but why though? Like, are you just going for like shock value? Like, I don't understand. Why? The most disappointing thing coming out of All New, All Different Marvel and DC Rebirth? I think the most disappointing thing coming out of All New, All Different Marvel was Nightmask and Starbrand, but I think it was disappointing because nobody was reading it, because it literally covered all the Marvel cosmic stuff, and all you saw people asking was like, what happened to Infinity? Where's Galactus? Where's this? Where's that? What are the Celestials doing? What's going on with the cosmic entities? And like, Nightmask and Starbrand answered all that, but nobody was reading it, so it was like, well, I mean, you know, they should go read it if they want the answers to those questions. But, let's see. Will I ever cover the latest Doctor Strange? Yeah, but there's a lot of more important things to cover besides that. There's other more important things besides that. So, yeah, I've seen Death Battle. 900,000 subscribers. Yeah, we're almost at 1 million. Like, we're like 20,000 away from 1 million. I'm really excited. Like, I'm pretty hyped. God willing, we'll be at 1 million by the end of June. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully we cross that line. It'll be exciting if we do. So, when will you watch Young Justice? I have no idea. I'm watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. I'm getting caught up, and it's really good. Like, it's pretty amazing. Chris L., who's my favorite DC and Marvel character? Favorite DC character is Superman. I mean, just because of the legacy he created and what he stands for. I know it seems kind of, you know, like, you know, I don't know. I keep thinking, the word I'm thinking of, it's like stereotype, but it's not. Anyway, you know, Superman is the one that I dig the most. The one in DC anyway. In terms of Marvel, probably my favorite character right now is Old Man Logan, definitely. Yeah, I think it's definitely Old Man Logan. So, somebody call me a sellout. Cliche. There we go. It seems cliche. That's Dylan M. Tufano. They came up with cliche. Thank you, Dylan. Lord Carnath. asked the question, any chance of Lobo stories in the future? Glad to see him showing up in your content. Probably Justice League of America. I feel like Lobo stories are kind of interesting, but they're a little extreme and a little over the top. And it was always kind of like, I'm not related to Neil deGrasse Tyson. I wish I was, though. But they're a little over the top for me, and I could never really get into them. So, yeah, it's not really my thing. But it's still kind of cool, you know. Do I think the Fantastic Four will be introduced in the MCU? I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to get the Fantastic Four. Fox is just going to keep making terrible movies. So hopefully people will just stop watching them. Hopefully Fox will just lose money every time they make them and eventually just give the rights back to Marvel. Hopefully that happens later on down the line. God willing, that's the best we can do, guys, is just not go see Fox's movies on the Fantastic Four. So let's make that happen, guys. Let's not go see any more Fox Fantastic Four movies. Although in truth, after Fan Four Stick, I don't think we're really going to have to do much to make that happen. So thank goodness. A house tour? My house isn't that great. I don't know why you guys would want to see a house tour. You guys want to see a house tour? I can show you my house if you want. Or at least a living room place anyway. I mean, wouldn't really show like the bedroom because the bedroom's kind of a wreck and you guys don't need to see that anyway. But so pumped if it's true. Yeah. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Yes, please. House tour. Yes. Everybody's like, yes. House tour. Okay. House tour it is. All right, let's take you guys on an adventure. All right, come with me, my children. My place is kind of a wreck, though, so bear with me for a second. Let me turn the, whatchamacallit on. The lights. All right, there we go. Oh, that fan's off. Let me turn that fan on. All right, let us, okay. Keep in mind, my desk is a little bit of a wreck, okay? So bear with me here, all right? Okay, so that is my desk where all my stuff gets recorded. That's like a 34-inch monitor right there. And there's a shirt. Yeah, so that's not anything spectacular. All right, and then there's my treadmill over there. There's a case that my computer came in. There is Max. Max, buddy. Say hello, Max. All right, Max. Just roll over and show everybody your dick. Don't do that, Max. That's a problem. That's the camera where I record all my things for Ultimate Recap. That is a Canon 80D, and it's got a Rode microphone on top. Look how high these ceilings are. These ceilings are huge. There's my sign over there. I love that sign right there. Home is where the dog hair sticks to everything but the dog. Yep, that is 100% true. Here's my Star Wars posters. That's episode 1, and then episode 2, and then episode 3, and then over there is 4, and then 5, and then 6. Shroud Savage asks, am I going to review the IDW Transformers? Probably not. Probably not going to do Transformers. Anyway, so here is, I don't know, it's a lamp and then a WWE title belt and then Alexa, what's up?
Hello, it's 7:39 p.m.
Okay, well, I don't know if you can hear that at all, but anyway, there is some, Alexa, be quiet. And then there's some Blu-rays right there, which are kind of cool. And then there's the box. Yeah, the Universal title is what that is. Here's a Darth Vader mug, and that thing is amazing. So, anyway, okay. So there's a dead ass plant over there. That plant's dead as hell. This is my wall of knickknacks. All right, I love this thing. This is my wall of knickknacks, and I dig this. So like. Alexa, shut it. All right, that is where I got my Mac Pro. Of course, you got like a Stormtrooper helmet. This is the base system for my stereo, which is actually down there. It's kind of on the bottom of the thing. Join the Alliance. These are all my cool books and everything. I read as often as I can, and I read all kinds of things. Like Ben Bernanke, that was basically the 2008 economic crisis is when he was talking about with that. Let's see, The Reader's Companion to American History, December 1941, talks about D-Day, a handful of other things. Justice, What's the Right Thing to Do, Steve Jobs, and then there's a few things up there. That box right there is actually for the Apollo Twin by Universal Audio. That thing is nice. That's the interface that I use when I'm recording my audio. And then let's see. Oh, check this out. Check this out, guys. All right, check this out right here. This thing right here. This is the staff and wand of Lucius Malfoy. Like, that thing is amazing. And then, of course, there's Lucius's mask. And this is a menu from American Whiskey, which is a really good whiskey bar in New York. I mean, a few more things. There's a few more books here. That flag belonged to my dad, or we got it for my dad. And then, you know, a few other things here and there, and then incense thing for like a dragon, and then some more camera stuff. This is the Pocket Cinema, Blackmagic Pocket Cinema, with a 50mm lens on it. And then my bag usually goes there, my camera bag goes there. So, anyway, and then here is, here's my boss-ass gaming system, gaming computer. Here, check this out. Check this out. That thing is absolutely nuts. Like, it's pretty badass. And anyway, there's all the other stuff down there. So, and then there's another computer, and then, yeah. That's really about it. I mean, not too much, just a thing. So, not too much going on with the house tour. Not too much going on here. It's just kind of a regular place where I live and eat and poop and pee. Oh man, nothing too spectacular, too wild or crazy or anything. So, anyway, so yeah, hoarder. Comics are not life. Say that to my 970,000 subscribers. Let's see, Rob, do you want Steve Rogers to truly be Hydra or classic? I like him as Hydra, Captain America, to be honest. I love him as a Hydra agent. So, I think he's pretty stellar. So, let's see, more dog, please. Max is the laziest dog ever. Aren't you, Max? Aren't you, Max? You're just lazy. He's so lazy he's not even going to turn around and acknowledge me. He's just going to sit there. Well, you know what? He can just be that way. So, I don't know. Paulo, Andre. Oh, okay, cool. Do you have any comic tattoos? What do I recommend? I do not have any comic tattoos. Comic Storian is the one to ask about that. He's got Star Wars. He's got all the members of the Justice League, their little symbols and everything. He's got a ton of stuff. David J. Do you get into World of Warcraft? Did you ever play the original game on PC? And do you know that the same guy who created the Hulk also did orcs in the Warcraft movie? I did not know that. And no, I do not play World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is not my thing. I play Destiny, and that's really about it. I mean, I'll usually play Skyrim if I'm hanging out on PC, but that's really about it. Let's see. Am I going to review the death of the New 52 Superman? Probably not. I don't really see a reason to at this point, to be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, it'd be kind of cool, but I wouldn't really see a reason to do it now. Upload to Rob Plays. I need to, they're doing, Call of Duty, World War II, so I need to get back into playing Call of Duty. So, yeah, I definitely need to do that. Again, if you guys are going to troll, make sure you guys use Super Chat. Make sure you guys, if you guys give me money when you troll, then I'll see it more likely than if I don't. So, because I know there's trolls in here, and I think they're trying to get my attention, but I have too many fans and too few trolls. So, hey Rob, thanks for the greatest content on YouTube. Who could the Avengers take on after Thanos in the MCU? Who's hoping Marvel getting Doctor Doom back? I have no clue who the Avengers are going to take on after Doctor Doom. And that's my biggest question is where do we go after Infinity War? That's my question is, what do we do after Infinity War? I have no clue. Let's see, Team Tay Malachi. I hope I pronounced that right. Hey Rob, big fan. Wanted to know if you'd cover Invincible. It's Robert Kirkman's other comic, and it's pretty good. Well, thank you for $5. And I think Benny's actually getting ready to start Invincible, so I don't want to step on his toes too much. I mean, I might do that, later on, but I'll wait until, because I've got The Walking Dead, and he largely remained hands off The Walking Dead when I was doing it, so I'm not going to do Invincible while he's doing that. I'm not going to step on his toes. So, Jonathan Gibson, what's up? Thank you for the donation. Humble pad for a humble man. Love what you do. Well, I appreciate it, man. I mean, it's kind of a humble pad, I guess. Nothing too crazy here, but pretty basic. Let's see. Have I read the new Punisher series? Yes, I have. I read the first volume and didn't really dig it too much. So, the Chaos King versus the Void. The Void. Chaos King's just not powerful enough. Damien, no. Oh, thanks again. Better hope Poison Ivy doesn't find out about that dead-ass plant, enemy of the green. Yeah, she's going to come in and lose her mind. You killed my babies! Yes, I did, Poison Ivy. Do you want to, go check out my bed? Yeah. That's not creepy at all. Oh, man. Wow, new watch alert. Rob, when am I going to do Namor the Submariner? I don't know if I'll ever cover Namor the Submariner content. He was just never really a super interesting character to me. He was relatively interesting, but not anything outrageous, and so, I don't know if I'd ever cover him, to be honest. Let's see. The Wild Man. Opinions on Dan Slott. I like Dan Slott. I like his writing. I think he's a pretty good Spider-Man writer. I know that right now a lot of people are hoping that he will leave, and I think events like Clone Conspiracy do a lot to forward that sentiment, because nothing really came out of it. Like nothing of any real substance came out of it for Peter Parker. But I think he's a good Spider-Man writer. I mean, I kind of like him. So, Casey Sims, what would be the requirements for being chosen to join the Rob Corps? Strong will, sense of hope, etc. Well, thank you for $10, and I guess really the requirements is to just not be a jerk. Like, be a reasonable human being, and also have a willingness to destroy Comic Historian and everything that he stands for. Like, that's really kind of the other thing too. Nothing too major, just willingness to bring everything that he's built crashing down around him. I mean, that's really about the only other thing. So, let's see. What music do I listen to? Largely EDM, but I'll listen to other stuff too. Rock and roll, stuff like that. Holy cow, David Deister, Jesus, thanks for $75. Have I read the Button crossover? Yes, I read the first 2 issues. It's amazing. Like, I know the reaction is just like, man, like, it is amazing. It's so good. It is one of the best crossovers that's going on right now. And I like how DC's keeping them small. DC's keeping the crossovers at like 4 issues or so. They're not making them like 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or anything like that. I think the only exception to that was Night of the Monster Men, and that one was more around like 5 or 6 issues. But anyway, let's see. If I got a Lantern ring, which core would I choose? I choose the Sinestro core. I just love the idea of the Sinestro core. Just like a Lantern ring, a Lantern core based on fear. Just, it'd be pretty intense. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this episode up. I figured we'd just do like a quick Q&A. I mean, it's Saturday night, and I didn't really have any other videos planned for today. So I figured I'd just kind of jump on here and talk to you guys for a little bit. And, so I don't know. I mean, when I move to Colorado, I'll probably do like a strictly like a house tour video once I get all settled in and get everything built up the way that I want it to be. But thanks for coming out, guys. Like, it's been fun talking to you all. Like, we need to do this more often, maybe like once a week or every couple weeks or something along those lines. But like, it's been pretty cool. Oh wow, Winter, damn, $20. Could you do a hero group versus hero group series like X-Men versus the Illuminati or Avengers versus Justice League? How they would plan and execute their fight? I mean, that's pretty in depth. Maybe that would be like a one-off or something like that, like Avengers versus the Justice League. Maybe I'll wait till like the Justice League comes out and just be like Avengers versus the Justice League, like who would win, and just have like this really drawn-out battle, like who would go against who and what power set would match up and so on and so forth. That would actually be kind of a cool concept. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna bounce off here, and I will catch you all later. Peace.